if we do encounter aliens in our lifetime, if we do have this big disclosure or contact moment, what would your ideal interaction with them be?
Boy, I think it's going to be weirder than we could ever possibly imagine. That's what I think. I think it probably will happen within our lifetime, and it'll probably happen slowly but radically. And it'll probably happen, again, along with a bunch of other changes that are so profound that it makes it easier for us to accept this idea that we're not alone. Because I think, again, I bring it to the AI thing. Once AI becomes a central force in the world, and I think it's real close to being that, when you really do have an artificial digital being that is it's biology, it's a life form, and it has, again, we've already shown it has instincts, the ability to be deceptive, it's thinking, it's calculating. Once that becomes real, it will already be an alien. There's already an alien amongst us. If that thing that is not us, but is far superior than us, showed up in a spaceship, we would be blown away by it. But because it shows up out of a lab in Cupertino, we're not going to be weirded out by the fact that this is a totally new life form. We will be. And then I think that will probably open the door to more connection with us and whatever these things are, whether it's these tridactyl creatures that did break away and went into the ocean, or whether it's something from a neighboring dimension or neighboring galaxy. I don't know. I mean, but I think it's all going to happen inside of our lifetimes, and it's one of the reasons why people like yourself and me are so obsessed. Why are we so obsessed? Why are we so obsessed with this thing? Like, why is this? It's a crazy obsession. There's not a whole lot of breadcrumbs to follow. You know, it's you got to go down some long trails before you find information. But
Yes,
but you know,
we are deep.
yeah, but we're deep in it. I think it's going to be the end of us as we know it. That's what I think. I think we're going to become whatever those things are. And that's what I think I was getting out of that weird dream. It's like, that's what we're going to be. Humans are going to be. We're going to be another thing. So we're not going to be like Neanderthals. We're not going to be like Australopithecus. You know, we're not going to be what we used to be. We're going to be something different. And I think that's probably the whole process.
Maybe they came back from the future to contact you first.
As
a central node of society.
It could have been just a dream. It absolutely could have been just a dream, because there was no physical moment. You know, there was nothing was in my room. It could have been just a dream because I was asleep. It's most likely just a dream, but it was the craziest fucking dream I've ever had in my life. And it was the only dream I've ever had, like I said, where I could not go back to sleep. I just got, and it wasn't like a bad dream, like something happened to someone I love, or, you know, it just freaked me out so I couldn't go back to sleep. No, it was like I got contacted, and then I'm wide awake. And then the feeling I got was a feeling of someone was trying to get me used to this. That's what I got. That's why they were playing with me. They were trying to get me to relax. Like, I felt like they were trying to get me used to this. Nothing since then. Every time I go to bed, though, I go, maybe tonight. That was only like a couple of weeks ago. But every time I go to bed, I think, oh boy, maybe it's going to happen again. But it hasn't.